more than just a game. It's strategy, obsession. Every waiver wire, every trade deadline, every victory. This is the Around the Orkney Bowl podcast.
Hi there, and welcome to the final review, finally. How's it going, Craig?
I'll tell you what, it was going a little bit better 5 seconds ago, but then I nearly jumped out my bloody skin with that new intro, but I'm not even being funny. It's like a little bit of a warning when I went down a treat. I'm not, you know what I mean?
Well, I did tell you I'd done a new intro.
You said it was a new intro. You didn't say that someone was going to come at me like the Scream movies, do you know what I mean? Halfway through it. But there you go. I'll be changing my pants afterwards. Good evening, how are you? I'm good. I'm all right, thank you. Knacking my back a little bit, but other than that, all good. Getting old, Johnny.
Because you're getting too old, so you have to retire, that's all that is.
Getting old, getting too old to play sport.
Yes. Oh, so that is AI generated, but I quite enjoyed it. Like, it came with a different background, but I just took it out and chucked it on the old one. It came out quite nicely. But I should have maybe warned you beforehand, sorry.
Yeah, I have a warning that it was coming halfway through, but I went down a treat. I'm sure there's one or two that are going to be jumping out their skin to that one, but very good. I did enjoy it.
It came out very well, like, so yes. AI is good for something. Most things it's crap, but it's pretty good for that. So,
Yeah.
So what we're going to do this show, we'll go over the Orkney Bowl champion. There's a little picture afterwards of our Orkney Bowl champion. There's a cartoon format. And then we'll go through each division final, along with the helmets for each division winner. Nobody's seen them yet apart from me. They're not bad. Like, I think I'll maybe stick with the white ones next year and just change the face card colour because you use white stickers on them. But they're still pretty good. They're finally here. That's the main thing. And I'll get them posted out to everybody on Thursday when the post office opens at my bit.
Fair enough, so yeah. You don't even have a post office every day now, do you? It's
No. Well, I've got the one in town, but they're so bloody miserable. Like, I mean, I went in here to buy the boxes to send them. They don't sell anything. There's no envelopes or nothing. I had to go to the shop next door to buy them. But I'll go to the post office up the road on Thursday before work. He's a nice guy. It might take about an hour to post them because he yaps like working at an hour. Like,
listen, that's what happens when you live in an area that's got more sheep than people. So, you know.
No far off it, like, especially if you put the islands like North Orossi. But anyway, so we'll start off with the Orkney Bowl Championship. So that was the Darlow Destroyers came up against the Godalming Goats. So the West Conference wins again, and obviously the repeating champion, the Darlow Destroyers. So that's 2 in a row he's won. Unreal. But, I mean, it was pretty close, though. There wasn't much in it.
No, there's not much in it. It's a close matchup. But, you know, going back to back against 96 other people, that's pretty impressive. You know, you have to say. I mean, I rode the Achan train and show me the money right up until it derails me somewhat, you know. But obviously bounce back for here and Puka and JSN. How can you let someone have Puka and JSN? I mean, there's a title winning duo at wide receiver right away. And do you know what the thing is? The wide receivers weren't brilliant this year. You know, it was down to the backs were better than the receivers this year. You know, with defense won this year, 100% defense won. So to have Puka and JSN it makes such a difference, and that's ultimately what's won it for him in the end. And well done, Darlow Destroyers. Fantastic performance.
It is indeed. Yeah, I mean, you know, Godalming Goats, you know, it's a bit like, but he had Ted McKilling with 3 points, but he had Burden, not Burden, and Higgins at 20 and 32. But they did well. I think they finished third in their division overall.
Yeah, I mean,
the Orkney Bowl Championship. So
there is absolutely no shame for Godalming. No shame for Godalming Goats. It's an absolutely fantastic performance and what a great season. You know, got all the way to the final and just picked in the final. 224 points this season has been a very good score. So yeah, and with Colson Loveland in there, that's, you know, he got a great run in the playoffs off of Loveland. It was he's done him well, but Tet's let him down there a little bit, and as you say, you know, Burden there with 32 points. But you've got Loveland there. And Swift. Can you go that heavy in on the Bears? Obviously, it was the way to go, but I see why he didn't. Yeah, unlucky.
he came up against 58.5 points by defenders. The Cashman and Gray.
Yeah, I mean,
Cashman had an
very hard to
amazing
beat
final.
that.
I know.
And it's made a big difference as well because his defenders haven't done that. 15 and 8. It's that's made a huge difference there. But yeah, I mean it's unlucky, but it's a great season, and I'm sure they'll be champing at the bit to get going again next year and see if they can get back here again. Because that's once you've tasted it, there's nothing worse than getting to the final and getting beat in the final, especially a close one. You'd rather get hammered, but in a close one, you just want to get back there again next year. So. We'll follow Godalming Golf's progress next year closely and see how far they get.
So, and of course, they will be in the new championship
Top division as well now. Both will be in the Premier League. What are we calling it? The Premier League for the top.
Well, you'll find out at the end, but it's the Scarabray Championship. That's the top one.
The Scarabray Championship. So yeah, both are in the top league, so they will see each other again next season.
So there's our winner, back-to-back winner with the 2 trophies.
Yeah,
so as I say, it's not going to be a perennial trophy now. They get a trophy each year, so that's what they look like. Except they're not obviously made of cartoon, but I sent him that picture too. He quite likes it. So, but congratulations, Darla Destroyers and Mike. It's impressive 2 in a row, and no offense, we hope somebody beats you this year.
Oh, there's a big ass target on the back. There's a big ass target on the back. If he goes 3, I'm not being funny, Johnny, but if he goes back to back, he's going to get kicked out of the league. I'm sorry, but we can't be having that. See you later. Go and play with the pros.
I thought we've got Murphy at the end here. So here we go. We've got the St Magnus division. So this was a close one too. So you've got Glasgow Eagles, 196.84 against the Whitford Rockstars, 181.98. Obviously, this is the one that Sean was up in there near the end as well, but fell away in the playoffs. But I think Jack was maybe the number 1 seed. Graham was maybe number 3 or 4. But yeah, But look at Parker Washington, done him good, 23 points. Look on and
so this is Division 1. So
yeah, these 2 teams are in the new division.
Is this Darlow's Destroyers division or is it Godalming Golf division?
No. Tells it down the bottom, East Conference.
So it's Godalming Golf's division. So they didn't even get to the final of the. They're in the final of the. They were in the final of the whole thing, but they didn't make the final of their division.
No, because last season it was a percentage of the 2 weeks, which they did better, but they lost out in the semi-final.
Yeah, I mean that's unfortunate, but yeah, a good win for Glasgow Eagles. Top division, Division 1. They won the division in the end, and great going, good scoring in the end. What we got there, AJ Brown kind of gave him a wee bit of a performance there at the end. Travis Etienne done well all season, Johnny. It was one of those kind of 14 to 20 pointers every week. He never knocked out the park, but he was never terrible. And Baker decided to show up a little bit at the end there.
I know he was, because I had him and he was very bad for a few weeks, but he came back at the end. But I didn't need him, thankfully. But yeah, so this is Graham's helmet.
Oh, very nice, very good.
With his team name and the Division 81. So it's quite a nice.
Aaron's still got it front and centre on his mantelpiece, bugging me every time I walk into his house, Johnny.
I bet he does. They'd be like, okay, look at this. Well, you could have had the trophy in the home league, but you never actually got it. So.
Well, I know, I never seen that, but I will be. I'll get my turn with it again. Don't you worry. But yes, congratulations, and yes, be now Division 2.
Yeah, I thought I'd done. I must have marked it about somewhere. Oh no, it's okay. That's it. So yeah, Yesneby Division 2. So you got the Arcadia Red Wolves, 154.28 against the Yorkshire Finns. That's Luke's team, 207.68. So Luke wins the division with Jacoby Brissett as quarterback.
Listen, I think you'll see I think that'll not be the first winner that we see with Jacoby Brissett quarterback, because back end of the season he was an absolute beast. And it wasn't even winning games, but it was just he was on track for about 6,000 yards or something stupid like that for the season. You know, over a few games, it was ridiculous the amount of points that he was racking up. And I'll tell you what, see if he's a starting quarterback somewhere next year, he could be fantasy gold. He really could, because he'll be going late. So yeah, well done, Luke, for the win.
Yeah, I wrote the wrong number down for Burton. You got 32, not 23. But yeah, but Jackson's Charbonnet getting 32 points in the final week is going to help as well.
Big for him.
Kyle,
Absolutely
Kyle
massive.
disappeared. But no,
And
congratulations,
listen,
Luke.
It was a good call to play Charbonnet over the likes of Hubbard as well. You know, it's you could have easily seen him playing Hubbard in there, and obviously he's chucked Luther Burden in as well over Ibuka, over Pearsall. So you know, good call there too. Big decisions went his way. And yeah, for Arcadia, very unlucky. You know, obviously not playing Loveland was a bit of a boo-boo, but Bowers was they've done really well to get to the final, to be fair, with Bowers in their team, because Bowers was hurt for most of the year and, you know, not doing a whole lot when he came back. So yeah, they've done really well there to get all the way to the final with that lineup.
Definitely.
And then not to play. Oh, you've just not put points next to Brown. But well done, look, great win for him, and he gets his helmet. Show me his helmet.
There you go, look.
Excellent, yeah, well done, the Yorkshire Finns.
That'll be going to Hong Kong.
That's that's a long way from Orkney, Johnny. That's a long way from Orkney.
Well, at least this one doesn't cost me anything for postage. Whey! Orkney 196.41 against the Kirkwall Chargers, it was another Orkney final, 164.90. So yes, I got myself my own helmet.
Let me see it now. Come on, let me see it properly.
There you go.
Well done. Congratulations. Very well deserved, Johnny. You deserved it, and even with an Alec Pearce.
I know. I was getting a bit worried, but look at my other wide receivers. So there wasn't really much. It was like 6.7 and 4.25. So there really wasn't much difference. McCaffrey helped me there, but
CMC's the reason you've won the title, you know, and that's it. You're going up as champion. Landman was brilliant all season long as well. So yeah,
definitely
great performance over the year, Johnny.
Because Jack told me week 1 to pick up Landman, so I did. So I picked him up week 2.
Well,
so thank you, Jack.
You've certainly got to give him his dues then. But and as you say, an Orkney derby, so a even sweeter one to win, I would say. And yeah, that costs you nothing to post that one out, so that's always good news. And unlucky to Kirkwall Chargers. It's just, you know, ran into the end. Maybe playing Gadsden would have helped them over. I can see what they've done with Hill, trying to kind of throw in a wee joker at the end there, you know, and see if he can get him the win. But yeah, Gadsden would have certainly got him a bit closer, but wouldn't have won him anything.
1 point of picking the kicker didn't help, so I was quite happy with.
No, that didn't help much at all, especially when you've got Aubrey at 16. So yeah, great win, Johnny, and you deserved it all season long. You were up there, you know, you were flying all year, so very well deserved. And
I drafted quite well this year, so it's quite good. But yeah,
I'll see you in Division 2 next year.
You will indeed. So then we've got Millhead. So we've got Arthur, the Plymouth Argyle Browns, 212.04 against the Chicago Scorpions, 199.18. So thank you, Arthur. I didn't have to send one to America. I just got to send it to Plymouth instead. And Arthur's looking forward to this one, so I bet I got it out for him to see. Where are you? There you go, Arthur. Your own little helmet. You got there before Pez. You got there before Ian.
Yeah, and it's
I'll
got there through Drake May as well.
Yeah, well, when he drafted, he had he's got 2 Browns defenders, a Browns wide receiver. He had two Browns tight ends. He had a few. He's got Loveland and Swift. I think he had. Yeah, he went very. He got slagged a lot for his team, but he did really well to get there and win it. And obviously he won it quite a good score as well. So.
He's also got Chase and May and Irving. I mean, he's got 3 quarterbacks here, which is a bit OTT. But yeah, great win. 212 points, well deserving in the final. Only Worthy's really let him down, And Chicago Scorpions just fell a little bit short. Myers was doing better than 9.4, Sutton at 10, and Coram had been going really well at that point, so to only get 2 points from Coram, that's really, really hit him hard. And of course, Smith with only 5, I guess. Plymouth Argyle's defence didn't do great either, but yeah, it's a sore one. It's close to 200 points, and it's a loss. But again, getting to the final, could have played Bird, and that would have made a huge difference. But getting to the final, you got to take it and take that as a victory, and head into Division 3, hoping for a back-to-back.
Definitely. Well, it was a good close division. This one. This is the one that changed every week up until the last about 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
because Gary kept the one. Gary beat the top 3 teams 3 weeks in a row. It was 4 wins. But it fell away in the end.
That's right. Yeah, so
it came from nowhere.
Yeah, it's always nice to go up with the title, and always nice to have got to the final, played in the final week. When you're playing in the final week, you've had a good year regardless of how it goes.
And here we're on to the West Conference. So this is our Ball champion, obviously Darlow Destroyers 240.59, given the Belfast benchmark was a bit of a walloping 186.18. Yeah, it's with 50 points from Bijan Robinson.
It's not the time you want to run into Dallow's Destroyers when they're playing for back-to-back in the Scarra Brae, So very unlucky for the Belfast Benchwarmers to run into that one after such a great season, and getting all the way to the final in the top division. So it's against the best of the best. And Bijan nearly got 50 points from one player as a massive feat. It was just the even spread from Dallow's Destroyers, and May obviously pushing them over the top, but it was a very even spread. Taysom Hill aside, he took that tight end role as well, which didn't quite work out. It could be even bigger if he'd have went with Ferguson. But yeah, it was a great one for Dallow's Destroyers, and this just puts the well done, sir. Congratulations once more. Yeah, brilliant, man.
And that's perfect timing, because here is your helmet to join the other 2 you have. So now you've got 3. You're going to need a bigger windowsill, right? You're going to need a bigger windowsill. That's 3 helmets in 3 years he's got.
It's the Belfast Benchwarmers. They'll just run into one, as we say. It's obviously there's points on the bench, but nothing that could have got them up there and over the line. And yeah, Dallow's Destroyers destroyed everyone once more.
He did. It was closer, like Ken. I think they only got the number 1 seed, I think, maybe the last week or 2. But yeah, it was certainly closer this year. But when it came to the big one, then they came along and showed them who's boss. The Darlow destroyed them.
That's when you get to the dance, when you really get to the dance, that's when the real people show up, And Dallow's Destroyers, as Mike is showing over and over again, that he knows what he's doing when it gets to the back end. Because you know what the thing is, Johnny, and it's you can have a really good year and get yourself into the playoffs and then get absolutely spanked in the first round because your players just don't show up. The players who get you there don't tend to be the players who get you the title. And it's having the right timing of switching it about a little bit, changing it up. I mean, there's no way Christian Watson wasn't starting at the start of the season. There was no way he was in the team. Taysom Hill wasn't in every week. Tonjes is new in there. Gainwell wasn't starting at the start. It's getting the right players in at the right time. That's what you do. That's how you win titles. Having the balls to drop it, Booker, after the way he started. That's how you win titles, and it's not the guys who got you there that tend to get you over the line, and that's very well shown here.
What do you notice about his team? Only 1 quarterback.
Only 1 quarterback. There you go.
Not
You know
needed
why? Because
anymore with
it's
like
stupid to
47
hold on
points.
to any others. Because you want the bench, you want to have that room to manoeuvre, you want to have those players sitting there. I mean, Tank Bigsby was one, and a Barkley injury away from being an absolute bell cow in the
Yeah,
the current at the time Super Bowl champions. So do you want a quarterback sitting there who's you're never going to play ahead of me, or do you want Tank Bigsby sitting there because there's a chance that Barkley gets hurt?
I know. But I suppose when it comes to the final game, there's nothing else, and you can always pick. If there's a good one happens to be there, you can always pick him up so your other opponent doesn't get him. But like I say,
Absolutely.
it's only one quarterback. But because you notice in Arthur's one, he had 3 quarterbacks. I think they all scored over 30 points. So if he picked
You
the
can
wrong
only
one
play
and
one.
lost, he'd be sore. So
At least with tight ends, you can play two of them if you think two of them are going to go well.
So here we go. So we've got the Mayshow Division 2. This Sandbach Satans, I think, were the highest scoring team of the year from Division 2. I like for the whole of Orkney Bowl. So they got
Yeah,
209.79 against the Royal Poor Aaron, the Royal Raiders, 142.53. So I'm guessing a lot of their team didn't turn up. Well, yet, not really. No. But he got to the final, so he did well getting that far. And like you say, your team can get
yeah,
you so
no,
far,
it's
but you need the help in the final. So
he needed help in the final. Yeah, so this was Aaron getting beat in the final. Not going to helmets out of 3. So thank the Lord. So yes, but unlucky Aaron. As you say, he ran into one, and there was too many to overcome. Not getting anything from Rome not being playing was a problem, and Dalton Kincaid had been doing okay. He's went without Washington, because he's got Thomas there, and you don't want to put playing two of them. But Josh Jacobs really let him down in the final here. Gibbs let him down in
and
the
Gibbs.
final, but yeah, I mean, you can see why Sandbach Satans was the highest scorers overall. You've got Achan there, you've got Puka there, you've got Kyle Pitts, who went off on one a couple of times, you've got Brees Hall, who was very consistent, you've got Travis Etienne, who was very consistent, and then you've got the likes of Shakir and
Got the kicker
Shahid,
let off.
who had absolute bomb weeks and then had down weeks, bad weeks, and it very well played from the Sandbag Satans to not be tempted to, kind of not play Hall, not play Etienne, and play Shakir, play Shahid. Obviously he didn't have the option in Harrison, but yeah, he started the right team, and it's won him the helmet.
It has, and here's his helmet here, Lee. You got kind of the thing. So you got the Sandbach Satans, Mayshow Division 2. So congratulations. That'll be on your way on Thursday. You'll probably hopefully get it on Friday because it'll be the next year. The only one who won't get it on Friday is Luke, because there's no way it's coming next year delivery to Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's still going to
A
get there
couple of
to
weeks.
Hong Kong.
It'll be a couple of weeks, but I'll get there. So yeah, we've got the Marwick Head Division 3. We've got a Darlington final. Doble's Darlow Diamonds, 169.11 against the Darlington Dragons, 201.39. So we've got 2 Darlington winners in the West Conference, with the Darlow Destroyers and now the Darlington Dragons. So it's pretty impressive. 3 Darlington teams in the 2 finals.
It's it's becoming the hotbed of the Orkney Bowl. Is Darlington? We're all going to need to move to Darlington soon if it keeps going like this. There must be something in the water or something, Johnny.
And there'll be magic juice down there, I think. Maybe Mike can tell us what it is.
It.
Maybe he picks it up in Brazil and brings it back over for the lot of them. So.
It's but yeah, well done, Darlington
good,
Dragons.
Yeah. He didn't. The thing is, though, I don't know how well he picked his team because he still had Harrison in the lineup. But obviously, he wasn't playing.
Well, yeah,
I don't think it would have made a difference because it would have been 5.75 points for a Booker. So
yeah, you'd have played a Booker, wouldn't you, for sure?
Or maybe Burden, but
you'd have maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, there was space to put in, but regardless of who he put in, it wasn't going to make the difference. I can't even remember. It was too long ago now, Johnny. I can't even remember if Harrison was a late pull off or whatever.
I don't think he was. I don't think he played the week before either. Because I have Wilson.
I can't remember now. But yeah, Mike's saying no to Darlington, so maybe I'll slow down on the fantasy then, will you? Because it looks like it's something funny down there. Yeah, but it was a big year for Olave all year, I thought, because See those who had Olave, you took a risk with him because he was. If you remember back to the start of last season, he'd had all those concussions, and he was one more concussion away from never playing again. So picking him up in that draft, and he didn't go. It wasn't like he was going mega late. It was a big roll of the dice, and it's given him Darlington Dragons a great kicker, all season long. He was very consistently good. So yeah, that's got him a long way along, and Hampton coming back and doing really well. May obviously being brilliant all season. So yeah, very well deserved helmet, and we'll go up to Division 2.
I wouldn't be surprised in the draft of the Darlington. Michael can probably prove me wrong if he's not watching, but I would probably guess that he went London first and then Olave second.
Oh yeah, definitely London went before Olave. Yeah,
so that'll be the 1 and 2
100%.
first 2-round picks, unless you pick Jones before him. But nobody really else in
I
that team
don't
would go before him. So
do you think he would have been round 2, Olave?
Maybe. But there you go.
But yeah, very much.
I got that. There's your helmet. So that'll be getting sent to you.
There's your helmet.
But obviously on the back there, it does say Orkney Bowl on the bottom there too. So it's quite cool.
Also, it does. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
nice. I mean, great season.
It was a
well
great
won,
season,
and on to Division 2. And of course, Dobos has had a great season as well. It's just not came together in the final. Leaving Harrison in was a bit of a. There you go, 5th, 6th round. That's where I thought he was going. He was down about the 5th, 6th. I can't think who he would have taken.
I'm not sure.
It maybe took someone who's hurt and not in the lineup anymore. Someone who's went to IR.
But might be an IR. Yeah.
Great season for the Dragons and the Dobos as well, and it's on to Division 2 for both.
Yeah, they'll get to battle each other next year again. And obviously, Division 4, we've got the Gloucester Wolfpack, 249.54. I think that might be the highest one of the lot. Against the Cork Red Army, 128.74. So unfortunately, they got there, but the team just didn't show up in the final. And even with their bench, they would not have caught the Gloucester Wolfpack when you've got Drake May, 47 points, Chase Brown, 34 points, Derek Henry, 54 points, Amon 21 points. That alone would probably just beat you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big week, isn't it? So, I mean, it could have played Burden too and made it even worse, Could have played Burden over Samson, for example. But yeah, that's a way to take advantage of the players that are getting their chances at the back end of the season, I mean, who would have thought DK, you would be chucking DK in, Samson at 8.3, taking a role and getting it out of him, playing the couple of tight ends and both getting points. It's all came together at exactly the right time for Gloucester Wolfpack, and that's
Warren had a good year last year.
I mean, for Cork Red Army, there was no chance. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Warren.
But he did better before. Yeah, he fell off after Jones got injured, but he obviously had a good last week. But he had a couple of weeks where he didn't really do much because Daniel Jones was good. He was Jones's favourite player for years long.
Cost me, show me the money back to back. But there you go. Anyway, it's I mean, Cork's just been so unlucky. Losing Jaden Daniels at the back end there, he's had to put in the likes of Kirk Cousins. That's just that's never going to do you well. But I'll tell you what, getting to the final with Justin Jefferson in your team, who was obviously the first round pick and had an absolute mare of a season all year long, is testament to how well they've done it. It has to be said, because you're not going to not play Justin Jefferson. You drafted him in the first round, so you've got to play him.
Definitely.
So
but you got Jefferson, Collins, and
he's done it with the crutch of Justin Jefferson to got himself all the way to the final. So very well played and good season. But alas, it's you've just run into a massive one in the final, and Gloucester Wolfpack get the helmet.
Where is it? There it is. At the side here. There you go, Scott. I'll get that sent off to you on Friday as well, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So that's all the finals. And then obviously we had the Ring of Broadcar, well, I call it Ring of Broadcar plate to get like a shield now. So obviously Sandbach Satan over the 3 weeks of the playoffs scores 735 points to win. Second was Gloucester Wolfpack with 704. And I pulled up third with 683. The Chicago Scorpions got 676. The Glasgow Lightning 663. Martin 655. Doug was 7th at 649. The Darlington Dragons. I've obviously got that number wrong, but they came 8th. The Plymouth Argyle Browns 642. Southampton Dockers 607. Worksoft 597. Birmingham Patriots 585. Anfield Citizens 580. Kirkwood Chargers 568. Trinity Flyers 561. 16th spot, you got Carwick Porkers 555. I know he came third, but again, he was up there. He just obviously his team wasn't scoring, but he was still up there. But he got to the playoffs.
His team got him exactly where he should have been in the end.
Yeah, and the Dobers Darlows, they got 547, and the EK Colts 502. So that was the teams that were in the Ring of Broadcast playoffs. So well done, the Sandbach Satans, for getting a nice sort of shield winning that one. Well deserved.
Congratulations, well done.
And obviously the Rousey Cup over the 2 legs of week 14 and 15 or 13, 14. The Newcastle Colts are 378 and the Bonnerig Cheeseheads are a whopping 504. So well done, Chris. And you've had your prize for that.
Hell of a score over the 2 weeks. Unlucky Sean.
No. So this is a division. So the Scarabee division, this is slightly different from the other divisions, where the playoffs will consist of 4 teams. And the final will be over 2 weeks, because only 4 stay up and 8 go down. So the 4 teams that are in the playoffs are the 4 that stay in the division. So the teams that have to try and stop Mike winning for a 3rd time is the Melbourne Supremacy, Kirkwall Cowboys, South London Rebels, Newcastle Colts, Whitford Rockstars, Gadam and Goats, Manchester Bees, Dignity Demons, Belfast Benchwarmers, Seattle Patriots, and the Glasgow Eagles. So one of those teams are the only teams that can stop Mike going for the treble. But only 4 of them can stay in the division. So on the podcast, when it's all been decided, we will do a draw that half of them will go in the East Conference and half will go in the West Conference. So it's going to be completely random. So then 4 will come up from each first division to go. Yeah. So on the East Conference, the Magnus division, you've got the Sorens Flyers, Ancoat Citizens, Year 1 winner, Dublin Everton Blues, Leicester Tigers, EK Colts, Yorkshire Finns, Waterton Warriors, Arcadia Red Rose, Carlton Crew, Leeds Flassos, Solihull Sharks, and the New Barstow Masters. That's going to be a fun division, that one. It's going to be pretty close, I think. See if Martin can start as well and try and finish this time.
They'll need to get 4 go up into the top division, so it's all to play for.
And 4 go down. So, yeah. Then we've got the Happy Valley, Division 1. So this is the West Conference. We've got the Southampton Dockers, the Sandbach Satans, the Everett Turbo Titans, Aaron the Royal Raiders, Craig the Glasgow Lightning, the Nottingham Rebels, Bognor Regis Balkans, Crew Duggernauts, Kilmarnock Kings, Gothenburg Angels, Whitchurch Warriors, and the Chester Hurricanes. So we've got Derek in there too. They've got plenty of use for him this year, especially when he plays Aaron.
Well, it's going to be, that's you're one step away from going for it all. So yeah, big season for every one of the teams. Aaron included and Derek too. So be interesting to see how it goes. Everett in there punching too.
Yeah. Obviously, last year's highest scorers, the Sandbach Satans, are in there as well. So it's going to be another good division in Happy Valley Division 1. What happened there? We jumped a couple. So back up at the East Conference, we've got the Yesneby division. So we've got the Orkney Orcas, the Tophead Niners, the Kirkwall Chargers, Aberdeen Bucks, Newcastle Buccaneers, Preston Panthers, Harrow Harlequins, Stockholm Bengals, Edinburgh Packers, Bodham Bears, Bankfoot Panthers, and the Warners Bay Goonies. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4,
do you want
5,
to just save going
6.
through the? You want to just save going through the motions, Johnny, and I'll just take the title now because we'll move on to 2027, shall we?
No. There's quite a few teams that I'll not want you to do that, especially when you see I think in the fixtures you've got Doug, the Bankfoot Panthers, and somebody else. I can't remember it is in the first 3 weeks. So it's going to be fun. You get to play them twice.
Of course I do.
Of course you do. It's up to you again, man. So we've got Maysow Division 2 on the West Conference. We've got the Darlington Dragons, the Cavite Porkers, so Porky's up to Division 2 as well. The Dobledala Diamonds, the Bonnyrigg Cheeseheads, Birmingham Bears, Norwich Mustard Men, Kirkwall Raiders, so that's Alan's team. Portland Lumberjacks, McGonagall's team, Knockhill Knockouts, Manchester Spinners, Lancashire Bombers, and the Guildford Raptors. So obviously,
yeah, I mean,
Alan,
again, you
jump
you've
back
only
up.
the only way is up, is what you've got to look at when you're in kind of Division 2, Division 3, Division 4. You gotta, everyone's aiming to get up into that top division and have a chance of getting into the main division, the Scarra Bray. So you got to take a first step this year. Like the same as in our division, you got to take a first step to get to Division 1, and this you got to get through these teams to do it. How many go up, Johnny, from Division 2? Is it 4 that go up again as well?
Yeah, it's just 4 up, 4 down, just like it was before, because there's no more restructuring.
4 up, 4 down. Yeah, so you got to get in. First and foremost, you got to get yourself to the playoffs, and then take it from there.
If you're in the 6th spot, all you got to do is win one game, then you're guaranteed promotion. And obviously, you can still try and go for the title.
Get yourself into playoffs and then chase it auto promotion from the top 2. But one step at a time, get yourself in.
And then we'll go back to it keeps on jumping all over the place. So the Millhead Division, East Conference, so Division 4. So we've got a lot of new teams in this one. So the South London Bucks, the Redditch, Ramanolos, and the I have to pronounce this right because it's Swedish. I don't know, go look it up. So I don't want to get it wrong because I've got around naming it wrong already. The Warriors. The Warriors. Stampede. We get fun every week with that one. The Manchester Hornets, the Boston Bashers, Earthlingborough Buccaneers, that's Murph's team, and Oxford Barbarians, and the Hullabaloo Ride to go 9-8 are all new teams. Then you've got the Rotherham Raiders, Skelmersdale Hot Dog Hot Shots, Edinburgh Thunderbirds, and Gary's changed his team name again to the Bicester Bullets, with a fucking bullet in the heat. I change it every bloody year, man. He must move house every year. But yeah, so a lot of unknowns. Obviously, you've got to think that Murph might have a good chance to be favourite in this division. He does know his thing or two about fantasy football. Like I say, he'll be on the ball. But like Rotherham Raiders, they were unlucky last year to go down. They can try and get back up again. And Joe and Hot Shots, did not too bad.
Talking of Gary, I was watching the darts earlier on, and it went, the camera goes into the crowd all the time at the darts, and it goes to this wee girl, and she's sitting there with a sign that says, "I want a niner." So I wanted to phone her up and say, "No, love, you don't. I know a few of them, and you really don't want a niner. That's for sure." But hey, oh, there you go. Just reminded me of it when you said Gary's team.
Oh boy, just get the shots in early for Gary. That's it. No bother. But yeah, I think
you name it.
You're no Hullabaloo Ride to go night. No, he might have taken over the extreme draft after you left, but he's in the extreme draft, so he's got a good laugh. So yeah, it should be a good one there. So we've got a couple of different countries on that one. And then the Dwarfy Stain Division 4, so some more new teams. You've got the York City Pandas, Rochester Jefferson, Preston Bills Mafia, Solihull Cyclone, US Trash Pandas, Glasgow Records, and Buffalo Expectations, and Chester Romans. So that's all the new teams. Then you've got the Blue Toon Texans, and Showing the Money Boy, Q Kings, Filby Patriots, and another new one down the bottom there, the Bristol Blackbeards.
I mean, again, for the two Division 4 teams, John, for the two Division 4s, you're effectively, this is it, you're starting again. This your journey starts here. Your journey to the top begins now. And it really is the only way is up. There is no relegation, so the only way is up. So, yeah, it's all about just getting on a wee run, getting into and start moving through the divisions. And I'll tell you what, the first one from this division or the other Division 4, the first one to go all the way and finally win it, will be some achievement to get from Division 4 all the way to the title. That will be huge if anyone can do it.
Be. Definitely. But it's got to be done at some point, hopefully. But no, so that's all the divisions. Yeah. There you go. So that was not too bad today. So that was quite quick. At some point, I will do a draw for the Rousey Cup. That was a bit of a headache trying to work out with 108 teams. So some of the divisions are still going to be 4 teams, and some of the divisions are going to be 6 teams, but everybody will still play each other twice. So I think for the lower teams, it'd be better if they manage to get in the 4 divisions, because you play less games, whereas you play 6 games in the 4 or the 3 division teams will play 4 games. There's 4 divisions, you'll get 6 games. So the ones that have got less games have got a better chance of sneaking through against the top teams. But like I say, anything can happen. But the highest scoring team is the Sandbach Titans. The Bonnery Cheeseheads were in Division 3 and won it over the Division 1 team. So
Yeah,
it's a fun competition still. So.
It's 1-on-1. You're only playing one other team each week, and if you score better than them, you win. I know that's the same in the leagues, but the same thing stands. You can score 120 points and win the week if they only score 110. It's just a case of how it's not just how you do it, it's how your opponent does as well. You can score 280 points and lose. So it's that at the end of the day, it's just beat the guy in front of you. That's all you need to do. And if you do that, you'll win your games and you'll go up. And as it's shown, the Division 3 team won the title.
Well, the second year in a row in my division, I've been the highest scoring team, got knocked out. It's just the way it goes. There's only one team gets through at the division, but yeah, that'll be
for me. That's Johnny.
Good one.
Do you know what that is?
Well, that the size of your dick.
The smallest violin in the world, and it is playing your tune.
Is that the size? Is that about a chance you've got to win your division next year?
That's about the chance you've got to win in my division next year. That's for sure. But yeah, it was a good season, Johnny. It was good season as always. Well done running it, well done getting it together and organising it. It's that's us 3 years in now, and it's still going and it's going strong, and that's testament to the work that you put into it. I'm sure everyone appreciates it. I know I do. And here's to the 2027 season.
Yeah. 2026 season.
2026 season, sorry, 2026 season. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's because I was just I'd already taken the title, you see.
You've already taken next year. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you for Mike that dropped in and watched us, and I think somebody else popped in but they didn't leave a comment. And I'll get this cut up at some point. Well, I'm in the hospital tomorrow, but I'll get it cut up on Tuesday and post it about annoying everybody. So, but thank you for those that join us and watch us, and hope you do like and follow. And we'll see you. Don't know what time when you want to come back. July.
See you in September. I will be back.
Well,
we'll be back when we start drafting.
Yeah, the draft
we'll be back for
draft end of July. They're always the same.
Yeah, we'll be back for draft updates.
And our expert's opinion, but I think I got all the 2 right out of 8 divisions last year. And Pay's got none. But enjoy the off season, enjoy the draft, and hopefully the Giants don't fuck it up in another early pick. And the Raiders.
Jeremiah Love, and that will fuck it up. Do not take Jeremiah Love, man. I'm scatterbooed up to the max.
Oh, I just got the scatterboo off you before the bloody announced that you might be looking at getting him.
Well, did I give you scatterboo? No, I don't think so. I gave you with the marks.
Oh yeah, I got the scatterboo of somebody else for like a 2028 first or something. Oh, 2027 first. I've got 3 first that year anyway. I've already got 3 this year, so I've got plenty. Jack, it was.
I've seen 2028. I've seen 2028 ones being traded already. So that's interesting to say the least.
And that people are just going about,
That peasant Port dynasty better have some legs, because if that league falls before 2028, someone's just been absolutely had.
Yeah, well, I did get offered Johnston this morning off Duke for like a Johnson in the first, but I probably think you wanted to move up a spot. But I was at church, so I just knocked it back and didn't actually reply. When church bloody finished, Pez got bloody Theo Johnson. I said, if you'd offered me Theo Johnson, I would have bloody taken it.
So, I've seen it. He's been very busy in there after our Woody Marks trade. They've been quite busy. He came at me wanting to give me blooming Tony Pollard. I'm trying to get rid of players, man. My squad is absolutely loaded. I'm trying to get rid of players to make some space. So I've got this is why I gave you Woody Marks, because you know what? See, if I didn't get to trade for him, he would have been an agency, and I cut it, after the draft, making room to get my draft in. So I had to get rid of some players, and he's offering me Pollard for a second. behave yourself. But anyway, yeah. So that was pooed. I'm trying to get rid of players, not back them
I
up.
think I still like Woody Marks. I know Montgomery's here, but Ken, it'll be a 1-2
I
punch,
don't
and he'll
think
get
he's
his son, just like I mean. So
exactly. He'll get his touches. He'll get his chances. Absolutely, 100%. David Montgomery is not a. He's not a bell cow, but I wanted to get something for. That's why I wanted to get something for him. I didn't just want to throw him into agency, but he was kind of heading that way. If I didn't get something for him, I mean, not anytime soon. You would have had to have scrambled for him towards after the draft type thing, But yeah, I thought if I can get anything for him, I'll take it because I'm going to end up chucking him.
I know. Well, that's it. I
Squad's
just
too
dropped him.
good, Johnny.
That?
Squad's too good in there. The squad's too
I
good
know.
in there. No one's catching me. I'm going to win that for 5 years in the bounds.
Well, we'll clip this one for when you lose next year, then, and we'll see how you get on it. But you did say you were going to win it 5 years, wasn't it? At the
5
start
years
of
in the
last year,
bounds.
you did win it. If,
I did win it
you did
comfortably.
win it. I think I came third. So.
I think you did, yeah. I
And
won
I
it,
was
and
getting snagged off.
I've got 2 first-round picks this year.
Who did you get them off? You got mine next. Was it next year for me?
I've got my own. Plus, I've got my own. Plus, I've got Batch's first-round pick, which I got off a Port.
Ah, well, Port does like a what do you call it? A trade as well. Like it's a pretty trade happy league.
I gave him Puka. And I still won it by a country mile, giving up Puka.
Yeah, that was a bit mad, but yeah, but
telling you, that's mine for 5 years. But yes, anyway, 2025 is done. It's time to move on to 26.
It is indeed. And thank you for those that did watch us this year, and thank you for everybody that's taken part. And welcome to all the new teams. And I hope you enjoy and watch us every week, and pick up a lot of Scottish dictionary to figure out what we're fucking saying every week, because our accents are our accents, and you might not understand us.
Johnny, I still don't understand you, and much less myself. So it's, they need more than a dictionary for us.
Yeah. We can make a dictionary, make a fortune, just sell it to everybody like 106 copies. Anyway, well, thank you everybody for a great season, and well done again, Mike, for winning back to back, but hopefully not. No offense, not back to back to back, because you'll be getting as bad as the Patriots. And we'll see you all next season. And of course, if you haven't paid, it is on the league dues. If you pay quick as you can, that'd be awesome, so I can concentrate on the charity bowl. Bye now. You're going to say goodbye, Craig? You're not going to be.
Sorry, I thought we were away, Johnny. Good night.
There you go.